Hello Spartans, I hope you watched the first part of the last video for my mini-series on how to become a cybersecurity manager. If you don't, I highly recommend that you do because the two parts are connected. This is the second and last, and I hope you enjoy it. Manager mindset number 7. The devil is not in the details. Ask two people to explain a breach, the VP of Security and the Security Analyst. Which one do you think will be able to explain this better? If you said the Security Analyst, I have bad news for you. Because the answer, as with everything, is... it depends on the audience. One of the major hurdles that techies face when they are trying to climb up the corporate ladder is their inability to simplify, to get to the point and remove unnecessary details. The CEO of the company that was breached does not care about the tools that were used by the attackers or even the type of exploit that was used. They want to know, how did the attackers break in? What did they do once they were inside? What are the consequences for the company in terms of reputation and money? What was done to address the situation? And finally, how can the company prepare to avoid a similar fate in the future? You probably noticed at some point that one of the most common lines on job specs for tech fields is a variant of ability to explain complex terms in a simple manner. Once more, this extends beyond the workplace. If you are at a social event and someone asks you to explain what you do for a living, the best you can say is, I'm a cybersecurity manager or perhaps a consultant. The worst you can say is, I am a security analyst. Because this answer is not only boring and complex, but you will most likely find yourself explaining what you do for a living to someone that will most likely never understand it. That's manager mindset number 7. Be succinct and focus on the audience. Manager mindset number 8. Knowledge is power. And what a cliche this one is. One of the best pieces of advice that I've received from one of my managers was to schedule monthly calls with leads from other teams. At the time, I was not really sure what was the point of these calls, but looking back, this was a very good decision. I believe that one of the biggest problems that large companies face is poor communication across departments. And this leads to unfortunate situations where different teams end up working on the same problem and coming up with similar solutions. Innovation is fine, but as I've mentioned several times in this video, time is money. This could easily be solved if leaders were more aware of what is happening within their own teams and with other teams. This is where communicating with the rest of the company and touching base on existing challenges and projects can be quite beneficial. Another great advantage here is that by engaging with other leaders, you build a bigger picture of the company. Company-wide knowledge is what separates the junior analyst losing hair over a bug in code from the security professional moving closer to the bigger picture, and therefore, to leadership. Security is just a part of a larger picture, and you need to understand where and how it fits. Manager mindset number 8 is stay on top of things or fall behind. Manager mindset number 9, one hand washes the other. I found myself supporting teams in every company I worked for or with. I would do this not because I wanted to help necessarily, but because I wanted to learn more and expand my skills. Regardless, this helped me strengthen relationships and build alliances with other people in teams, which ended up paying off when the time came. You have a threat intelligence indicator and you can't find anything about it. Reach out to Jeff from the threat intelligence team. Perhaps you want to onboard another log source into the SIEM. Reach out to John from DevOps. One of the requests I received from my manager when I joined Cisco in Prague was to support the AMP team in America. And the objective was to strengthen relationships between the American team and the team in Prague. And this paid off immensely because the American team not only supported me, but also supported my team. Everyone was happy, and that translated into a lot of benefits. That, folks, is manager mindset number 9, help and be helped. Manager mindset number 10, knowing what you want and working towards it. You arrive every day before everyone and leave after everyone. You put in the overtime, deliver projects before the deadline, and close 1,000 alerts per day. Surely that promotion must come at some point, right? Except it doesn't. At least not for you. Most of this video is dedicated to being promoted to lead or manager. And if you follow the advice on this video, you should have no problem getting what you want. But advice cannot be followed blindly. You must have a long-term plan, not only within your company, but also outside, assuming you want to leave it at some point. And you must work towards that. Sweating profusely doesn't mean promotion, it just means sweating profusely. You need to know which skills you need, what you want to do, and work towards that with guidance from your manager and even coworkers. Pay close attention to feedback given to you during yearly reviews and address the complaints together with this amazing list that I'm giving you today. Manager mindset number 10 is have a plan and execute it. Manager mindset number 11, my team is everything. Being the face of your team for the rest of the company or even outsiders is a great way towards leadership. By supporting human resources and your manager when they are looking for more people for the team, you can ensure that not only someone competent and compatible is hired, but you also demonstrate the abilities of a senior and a manager. Besides, one of the traits of a good manager is understanding the big picture and the internals of the company, which translates into questions asked during the interview. The better you know the company, the easier it is for you to climb the corporate ladder. Manager mindset number 11 is be part of the hiring process. The final mindset, mindset number 12, celebrate others. It was only when I joined TrueLayer, where the culture is more family-like, that I heard the expression celebrating others' achievements. As techies dealing with machines on a daily basis, it is easy to leave aside concerns for others and focus on pragmatism and the self. However, good relationships are important, and good managers are well aware of this. Good relationships can be the difference between a high performer and a poor performer, the difference between a strong team and a team that keeps falling apart, and the difference between a trustworthy analyst and an insider threat. Good leaders celebrate others' achievements. They give meaningful feedback and carry those who want to move the needle on their shoulders to success. They also give credit where credit is due, if you remember from my previous video. Manager mindset number 12 is 50% selfish, 50% selfless. And that is it, Spartans. You now have all the information needed to decide whether becoming a manager is the right move for you and how to go about becoming one if you choose to. Did this mini-series change your mindset about becoming a manager? Or do you still prefer tech roles? Let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, stay safe, stay paranoid.